Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4! And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 20, I plan to do Race of Turbo Sport, but I could wind up doing Boxer Spirit, just because I want to go buy a rough RGT or BTR, something like that. Old car, it's owned by Porsche, rough. And there's like four-wheel drive, you can race them on dirt, and that's what they're good for. But it won't tell me whether it's turbo or NA whenever I buy a car, so it's just a freaking mystery. I'm trying to get a turbo car that's good enough, and this is turbo, but it's crap unless I put upgrades on it. And it's also Boxster, I think, but I don't think it'd be good for that either. I have to experiment and find out, but we're gonna go to Germany. This Porsche, the Porsche of the game. They don't say anything in the description about Porsche, but I think they might have in Gran Turismo 3. We're gonna go to Classics. Actually buy ourselves an expensive classic car, 112,000 credits. It's gonna take a while to make that back up. I'm trying to get back to 900,000 where I was like 10 episodes ago, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Yeah, 1986. And there's a lot of special events we could definitely use this for, so I'm excited about that. What color do I want to buy it in? Silvers. I already got a silver Impreza over there. Let's make it in black. The last time I remember having a black car was our S2000. We'll do that. This is rear engine, rear drive. Yeah! We're allowed in! We're going to Turbo Sport with our rough BTR. Okay, I got the name right. 7,500 credits for every win, and it's 5 races, just like last episode. So that's 37,500 in total at minimum. If it takes multiple tries, then I get the extra credits. I figured this car should be good enough from the get-go. I might be overpowered and not get any A-spec points, but I think I've been getting a lot of that recently. Today we got Fuji Speedway 90s or 80s. Well, that sucks. Tokyo Route 246 reverse. High speed ring. I'm guessing forward. Yes. New York reverse. And Midfield Raceway normal. Okay. Well, let's get to Fuji Speedway. Because you are participating in living information technique, you're living you a few things. I don't care! You ain't stopping me from turning off my driving aids. Okay. Mazda RX-7 Type R Bathurst. They could put that in the name, but they can't put the track in the game. Shitting on my balls, game. Buick GNX from 87, who cares? The Dodge SRT4, Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8, and an Audi S4. Were not some of those cars allowed to race in A Sport too? That's stupid. I mean, I've been able to get NA upgrades and turbo upgrades for cars, but I didn't figure that meant they are NA and turbo at the same time. Yeah, this yellow car and the green car. I thought we raced against those last episode at some points. What the heck did this freaking Evo just smash the brakes in the straightaway for? Okay, let's not overdrive the first corner or crash into the Buick Ginks. The Buick Gunks. Oh, we're gunking into the grass. We'll get into third gear. We'll shift up while we're driving through the grass. This car is meant to be able to handle shit like that. The GNX is a great car, but like at the same time, it's an old car, so it's not great in my eyes. I'm stupid and naive. I think I was naive to think that I could handle driving this car because it's rear engine, rear drive, and it handles like a freaking jackass. We're going to be drifting through one of these corners at some point. And it's not going to be a good drift. I'm going to be drifting into a wall. We already almost did that in the first corner. It the most dumb place. Also, yeah, this 80s, and it sucks in my opinion because they don't have the chicane over here. So you really just get a couple hairpins and then a bunch of really wide, fast curves. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. That, and then you're just driving the fuck into me. That don't make it any better. Let's get back into third gear. I don't know why are you hitting the brakes? Stop hitting the brakes. I can't drive right because he's interfering and being a naughty little bug. Should never be a naughty little bug. Not to JC. I'm going to pass you and we're going to leave you behind. I brought a perfect car to this because we stand a great chance. We get lots of A-spec points. We're getting 100 for this, I think it said. Oh my gosh. Damn near overdrove that corner. But the brakes work very well. At least in comparison to that guy. I was wrong. I was so very wrong. I don't know if he has more horsepower that he saves up for straightaways, or I just got a really bad exit to the last corner. I think the second answer is more likely, just considering the fact that I cannot drive this car with a shit. I'll say, staying on the track is so hard that I'm frightened by this car. Oh, I cannot wait to drive this in so many races. 7,500, yeah! Now we're gonna spend the next 3 races going very fast and turning at those fast speeds. That's exactly what this car does not like. Okay, what do we have here? Mitsubishi 3000 GT. That is a car I can get behind. Or in front of. Lotus Esprit Turbo HC from 87. I don't know if I'm really that worried about that one. I have that car, but we haven't used it yet. Lexus SC300, you know, whatever. Mazda RX-7 Infiniti from 1990. RX-7s are cool and all, but that's the older one. It all just depends on what kind of tuning they put in them for these cars. Get a Ford Focus RS. Yeah, good luck with that. I remember I bought Ford Focus in this game whenever I first got it. Because my mom, she drove a black Ford Focus, and I inherited that. Now that's my car. I've been driving that for years. But I got that Ford Focus, and I took it to Tsukuba for some special event. And the controller said, my controller just wasn't having it. So yeah, it's one heavy fucking car. Now he's catching us. Because I didn't go through the gears worth of crap at the start. Catch these guys in this first hairpin. That's alright. Get that acceleration, get that runoff speed. There we go, all smoothly. Already about to get up into second, despite having a terrible start. You know, the faster we start going, the more often we're going to struggle whenever we find a track where the car flirts between the gears. Now, that was not it right there. That was just clear as blue. I missed the corner and had to be in second gear. Whenever you go into a turn where it's either the top of second gear or the bottom of third gear, it's just like you don't know what to do. Because is that going to help your corner? Or is it going to ruin your corner to do it the other way around? You're confusing. The next thing you know, I might over-rev the engine or under-rev it. Or I don't know if under-revving is the proper word for that, but you know what I mean. And we're catching him. You know, I thought this guy wasn't going to be that good, but he's leading this thing. He got around the 3000 GT as soon as the race started. And the 3000 GT is... yeah, he's still in second in that white car back there. I am trying to pass this dude right here. Might not be the best idea. Sneak, scoop, snoop-de-doop. You know, the Lotus out. What are you doing? You molester. I am a young child and you are molesting my BTR ass. Fuck you. Stop it. Stop that. Yeah, I'm going to try doing something like that, overcorrect and kill myself. Okay, we're leading. The first lap, never mind, we're not leading the first lap of the race. I was going to say that the Lotus Esprit, this old thing, kind of looks like a Ferrari F40, or you know what I'm talking about. Damn, the bumps on the track are about to jump me into the walls and stuff. Like, I could wreck myself just by going in a straight line because of the bumps there. Trying to use that acceleration. We've got great exit speed, but once the exit is over, we actually start going through the gears, this car ain't on par with that. So it's still a great choice car, but I mean, even more so a great choice car for the events that we're doing, because when they bring someone like that and they got extra horsepower, it equalizes us because they're not that good of racers. We're good, right? We got this? Alright. I think it's got some straightaway speed. I gotta go put my cat in the bedroom. Not to infringe on his rights, but he's making a bunch of noise. He can goof around in the bedroom. $7,500. High speed ring is up next. That's a bit concerning considering how fast that Lotus was just a while ago. And he didn't even show up. Give myself a sip of my Aquafina water. Audi S4 Lancer Evo 8, Dodge SRT4, Subaru Impreza Sedan 99. So that's 1 year older than the one that I have. It's fucking banana colored. And another Buick GNX. Does the GNX come in any other color than black? It's a 99 point race. Any one of these cars, I think all it takes is them having a little more horsepower, a little higher top speed, and then you're fucking screwed. And then you've got me starting races like this, where I spin the tires like crazy. I know how to avoid that. Okay, so, got the Buick. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Like, we were gaining and gaining on the SRT4, and then eventually we broke even, then he started pulling away. I don't see that very often. Oh my god. Oh, do a little wheelie? I'm sexy. That was fun. Let's not do that again, though. Oh, I guess we're drifting. I don't know how to not do this. I said banana yellow because that's what it showed at the menu, but this is depressed banana yellow. I don't fucking know. I have to drift through every turn. They're driving so slow through these corners. Like, there is no excuse for this. This is the great equalizer, is them not knowing how to take turns. They were doing this at the beginning of the game. Remember that? Whenever they had those slower cars, they were driving way slower than they needed to. It's like, you don't even need to slow down in slow cars because the turns are so wide. They come over here, and they're driving the same speed they were in those cars over there. Oh my god. I'm having such a hard time just not wrecking whenever I enter a turn. So, by the way, I'm not good at racing games. Won by 11.5 seconds. What the fuck? Alright, if the Esprit shows up to this race, it's gonna be like, literally, that race all over again. And it did not. We do have a Peugeot 205 Turbo 16 though, that's new. Lancer Evo A, GNX, SC300, Skyline. I don't think we've had a Skyline yet. Though I don't think the Skyline would be that good. It might be packing, but it's a pretty damn heavy car. Like, think of my car, and that one right there, us having similar horsepower or whatever. But my car's smaller. It does handle better, though. Every fucking car here handles better. My car is agile, but that does not reflect the handling. It's free as a damn bar of soap in prison. I did not just make that joke. But that's the best way to describe driving this fucking car. There's a lot of fucking... I hate... I'm drifting through the tiniest little 360, whatever the heck. We're up to P4. Got that. New York. New York reverse, right? Yeah, this is reverse. Okay, let's get on the brakes early, because I know this car doesn't like doing that. I braked early, and I barely made the corner. That breaks my heart, man. I need to buy better brakes for this thing. You can do that, right? You can buy better brakes for your cars? I don't know why I'm asking you. Like, by the time this comes out, I've done recorded, like, the first 120 episodes. Oh, my God. So I'm talking to myself, and I gotta find out later. And that's what we'll do. I'm trying to pass on the outside. You're taking forever to do your line changing thing. The brake's not working thing. That's the brake's not working. And you still doing that crap to me. Lancer Evo. More like Lancer Evil. I made it funny. Again. 2 funnies, 1 lap. All the signs, all the McDonald's, and all the... just everything. All the marketing. I love that. You don't get that with the other... what do you call it? The street tracks? I guess. The city races? Yeah, city, street, whatever. What the? I'm not doing this. I'm taking you down with me. I can't face the consequences of my actions. I didn't do anything. Why did it do that? I was heading to the corner. I started slowing down, and it was taking a left. You just take a little nibble with your thumb at the analog stick, and it's like, hey, what is that? Let's take a look at that and die. You know, in the end, after getting all these credits for these races, I'm still gonna have lost like 60,000 buying this car. 1 race, normal midfield raceway. This should be easy. Come on. We have a couple new cars showing up for this final race. Got a Lancia Delta HF Integral Evolucion. Ain't that a mouthful? And then a Toyota Supra RZ from 97. I think 97 might have been the first year. There's 96. I swear it wasn't 95. The only Supras that I know look like that. I don't think there was any other body style as far as I can remember. Okay, shift up to second gear a little too early. They keep on bringing back the damn Ford Focus, and he does shit like that. He's going to finish last. You know that much. Okay, I think we're going a little too fast in this first corner. I made the corner, but I still drove off the track. That's just a lack of intelligence right there. We got it. We got time. Oh my lord. I have a faster car that handles worse, and somehow I am heading through corners faster than that guy. Well, I don't figure the other way around. Now I'd still make up for it in straightaways. I don't know, these AI. So many tracks where they just don't even try. Okay, heading into this banked U-turn. This can be really treacherous entry and exit. At least that's what I remember in Gran Turismo 3. Trying to race here with a damn Vertigo race car. I hate the Vertigo race car, oh my god. I mean, it looks nice, but it handles like garbage and I hate it. I always have. I don't like the yellow version. Like, there's nothing to like about it in this game whenever it's yellow. And the same goes with the Gran Turismo PSP. I don't know if they had the Vertigo race car in Gran Turismo 5 or 6, but if they did, it was probably yellow, wasn't it? This guy, that's the RX-7. We weren't that. Oh, never mind. Yes, we were. He did put up quite a fight whenever we did the Fuji race. I was trying to remember, like, did this guy be a problem earlier? Well, both the RX-7s were, but I think it was the older one that was the bigger problem earlier. Okay, slow it down so that it will turn. Racing things. Shifting up to fourth gear. I don't like that they took away the markers on the pavement for where the checkpoints are. Because I remember that in GT3, and now we're in this game. They just kind of put up the signs and leave that at that. And we're just beating them through the corners. We take the lead. And I should be able to win it from here. Alrighty, that'll do it. The final lap of our final race is complete. We just finished race of Turbo Sport, giving us our last 7,500 credits. And our prize car for race of Turbo Sport, Mazda BP Falcon RX-7, a race car. Maybe that's more of a tuner car. It looks like something you show up to a street racing competition with. All these sponsored decals instead of a paint job. Let us take this Mazda BP Falcon RX-7 to Japan. Mazda area, the dealership. Let's go to the one-make races and see if I can use this in any of them. I should be able to use it in that right there. That's the same car, isn't it? Yeah, I got 5,000 credits a race. It's 5 races. It's not a championship like the Miata thing and the RX-8 thing right here. I can actually do all of these quite easily, because these are easy to buy cars and stuff. But, you know, it's B license, it's one-make races. You remember Marx Brothers, okay? They tuned the fuck out of their cars. They probably do that here. So I should totally bring this car they just gave me, this tuner car over here. They're probably gonna tune theirs. I think it'd be naive to think that I might not have to tune my car, even though it's already tuned. And now we are at 13.7% game completion, so that's nice. And I never look at my ASPEC points, but I have 5,619. We're on exactly day 250. That's interesting. Well, see you next time. That's that, and episode over.